China's exports in August missed the 5% increase by Reuters poll. China's custom data shows that China's overall exports grow by 4.4% in August, the slowest since the January to February period. Its export growth continues to be weighed down by the slowdown in U.S. exports, since U.S. President Donald Trump first unveiled global tariffs in April, aimed at reducing the country's massive trade deficit. China's slowdown in U.S. exports was boosted by the surge in exports in other regions, including Southeast Asia and the EU. China's customs data shows the country's overall trade surplus increased by 29% to $785 billion for the first 8 months of this year, as compared to the same period in 2024. For the whole of 2024, China's trade surplus reached a record of $1 trillion, the largest in the world, in contrast with the U.S., who has the world's largest trade deficit at $1.2 trillion. The U.S.'s trade deficit with China had declined since Trump's announcement of tariffs on Chinese goods in April. According to the United States Census Bureau, the U.S.'s trade deficit with China declined by 43% to $17.1 billion in July from a year ago, the second steepest decline in 4 months. July's trade deficit had somewhat eased from June, which plunged by 58% to $9.5 billion. In May, the U.S. trade deficit with China declined by 41% to $13.9 billion, and in April, declined by 14% to $17.2 billion. The U.S.'s trade deficit with China for the 12 months through July remained the largest at $266.7 billion, or 19.7% of its total goods trade deficit, as compared with $295.4 billion for the whole of 2024. U.S. tariffs on China goods now stands at 55%, after a second round of 90-day extension of tariff truce. The tariffs included a 20% punitive tariff on China for failing to stop the manufacturing of precursor chemicals of illegal drug fentanyl that has killed hundreds of thousands of Americans, and 25% tariffs for Beijing's unfair trade policies and practices that include U.S. intellectual property theft and forced technology transfer. China's Commerce Ministry confirmed that tariffs on U.S. goods at 10%, after agreeing to suspend more tariffs on U.S. products and other punitive measures against U.S. companies announced earlier this year.